Let us know if we don't. I think we do now.
I'm listening.
I don't know.
Nope, we don't.
We still don't? Oh, it's gonna be there in just a second.
It's gonna be here in just a second.
Just a second. Producer just said boom, so I think the sound should be there.
Do we have the audio yet?
No? Can you read my lips?
I have the audio on here.
Let us know if we
There we go.
No, we're there.
Boom. Nailed it.
Good. I was going to do the whole lip reading thing again.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, that was. See if it worked out. So
it's cool. So, the first minute and a half is just miming.
Yeah, pretty much. I can work. Just climbing.
Like that. I'm not good at
that. No, I'm not. Forget it.
Oh. All ears, you're back. Yeah.
Good. Perfect.
So last 2 weeks ago, because the Riverdale took a break for the holiday, and so did we.
Yeah.
Serenity Q26 said, "No shade, but your knowledge of drugs is frightening." I thought it was funny. And I said, "Dare did me well."
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
I got it.
What's wrong with that? I'm just saying, hey, now at least she knows what to tell you to keep away from.
Yeah. Serenity is Team Tony, because I love the actress. The babysitter, she's from My Babysitter's Vampire.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
right.
I can live vicariously through her since she is a sister. Also, I don't like Betty with Jughead. Sorry, not sorry. Get off my man and go to Archiekins. I love that.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also, I am loving the Wicked side of the girls this season. Cheryl, Dark Betty, and Veronica. Fierce.
Ooh, we got a little bit of Wicked on this episode, too.
Oh my God, so much Wicked on this episode.
Yeah. But I like that, Serenity. I agree with you. Like, your hands off my man. I'm gonna be the one to get to you. That song, right?
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that song.
I forgot. Yeah,
so
see,
I just
brought it back. I brought it back. I bring it back.
I'm gonna bring this over here because I look at you more than I look to the side of the table.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense. It worked out for you.
I just say that was really far.
Yeah, you're like, so Daniel, I don't know. And
Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to talk about this week's episode?
Okay.
It was super, super stylized.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I loved it, though. Mm-hmm. I loved it. The title cards, like the little black title cards and everything, to give us a break into the little vignettes. And first, remember, I was like, oh, Tarantino-ish. No. Until you actually looked it up.
Well, the title of the episode is Tales from the Darkside.
Yes.
And Tales from the Darkside is an old show from the 80s, and it was directed and produced by George Romero, who does Night of the Living Dead.
That's right.
Creep Show.
I think we have the title. I think we have the title card from that show. Producer,
we do.
Do we have it?
We have a lot of photos for you. You have to pay attention today, sir. I gave you lots of pictures. We even have the opening of the show. Sure, you can run it without sound. Or you're going to run it with sound. What are you going to do?
Either one. Okay.
I might just throw it into the corner or something.
Oh, it's just going to come up. Look at it. It's so 80s right now. Like, oh, gosh.
I know.
You see
but
it?
But it's like a minute long. We don't need to watch the whole minute because that's excessive.
I like playing 20 seconds of it.
Okay, all right, fine.
It's.
Where'd it go? Yeah,
what up, Larry Newbill?
Oh, shout out to Larry Newbill.
Super chat.
But yeah, so look at the title card right there, like Tales from the Darkside.
From the Darkside.
But and so they're little vignettes, essentially. So and what they did was give us that same feel on this episode, right? Giving us breaks in the episode with different people.
Yeah, Tales from the Darkside was like the pre Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Cool. If you ever watch that show, it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh, come on, they're bringing it back, aren't they? Or
that's the rumor, and then it got stopped, and then it's a whole thing. Like I don't know what's actually going to happen anymore. M. Night Shyamalan was supposed to be doing it.
Oh wow! Well, this is post Blumhouse M. Night Shyamalan, so that's fine. Shyamalan ding dong.
Also, you posted that picture of my bae, James McAvoy?
Oh yeah, because I'm looking forward to that. Come on!
I love him.
That is going to be it. I'm loving it. Well, I mean, but still, I did love it. Like we said, it was very stylized. Mm-hmm. The feel of it was just... the episode went too quick for me.
Really?
I didn't realize it. Like, by the time we were getting close to the end, when we finally saw everyone meeting and converging in that one spot, it was like, wait a minute, this is going to... Oh my God, look at the time. It's already over. It was like, for me, I didn't notice it.
For me, this episode was actually kind of slow. I liked how stylized it was. But it was, to me, it's the weakest episode we've had so far. Huh. Like, nothing really happened.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, you've got, like, Jughead is now going to be, like, a drug mule.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we find out that Kevin's daddy, his hot daddy.
Dear God. All right, no. Kevin's dad is now super DILF. Like, seriously. I had no idea.
Did anybody know that was under there?
Can we go to it right now? I think we have, like, a shirtless pic.
I took a screen grab of this.
I think we have the shirtless pic.
Because it was worth it.
Dear God. Like, the man, I had no idea that was underneath that.
Dear Sheriff.
Wow.
If Mrs. Mayor, Josie's mama,
look at that! Like, I had no idea.
Disappoints you, I'm here, and I'm ready. Because he was always a very handsome man.
Yeah, but
and
now
then he went from handsome to like DILF.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God,
I'm okay with it.
I had no idea. I looked and I was like, damn. Okay, all right. I see what you got there, man. You know,
we find out he's he's banging the mayor.
Oh man!
You know, and then that's kind of it.
Right. Veronica was right, though.
I know.
That was a great thing. And
then we find out Cheryl's like freaking crazy.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like it wasn't that stuff. I don't know. I just felt like it was. I feel like the people who wrote the show were like, we can't give a lot away because next week's the winter finale. Is it next week or maybe we got 2 more weeks?
I think we have 2 more.
I can't remember.
We have 2 more.
But it's building up to somewhere. We got some like stuff from Candyman.
Oh yes, that's right.
I know. Overall, like I just thought it was kind of slow and like the weakest episode we've had so far.
I don't know. This episode was, for lack of a better word, fun because it was moving. I like the way they set it up for us. We got the title cards. We run into Candyman, which you see him there on screen. We run into Candyman.
When he popped
was
out,
so good, and you knew it. You knew it by his voice.
I did. I heard the voice. I was like, no. And then I saw the shadow, and I saw it was a black man.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Candyman.
Candyman.
I was looking at her like, do you mean like the Jingle Jangle guy? That's what
I was like, no.
About. And you were like,
wait.
no. And then, sure enough, he's like, hey, boy. And I was like, oh my God, it's Candyman. And that was so good.
I love Candyman because we knew from the breakdown that they wanted a horror, like famous horror person. And originally, I thought Kane Hodder would be great because he's super intimidating.
Nice.
Like the actor who plays Candyman didn't even cross my brain, and I don't know why because he's so scary and he does a lot of television still. I know.
Now it's nightmares. Now it's nightmares. That's exactly it.
In the vignettes of story, we have Archie and Jughead together. They lumped them together. And we have Penny Peabody who lies to Juggy and makes him a drug mule.
Man, that was unfair. That was so unfair. Like, but the way she lied to him was like really cold.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, well,
your dad,
what they did to your
retaliation,
dad.
The ghoulies are mad.
So you've got to go ahead and do something. And it did match up because it was like what happened last week. So it's just like, yeah, hey, you know what? Well, last week or whatever. You're the one that got them in jail, so now they're in jail. What are they going to do? They're going to go ahead and there's some retribution. So
it made her story made sense.
It did, but then I looked like after doing all that, and I'm like, oh my God, Penny, you are one crazy bee. Mm-hmm. Like seriously, I can't believe she like did all.
Yeah, and she's like, but like in my head, she's like showing this video of Archie and him getting the whatever was in the trunk out, which we're assuming was Jingle Jangle.
Had to be Jingle Jangle.
And she's like, I will send it to the sheriff. Okay, Jughead, she's blackmailing you. That is illegal as well?
Yeah.
And you're young enough to, like, say you were being blackmailed that you wouldn't even get in trouble. Yeah. But then I guess we don't have a TV show.
Yeah, that's true.
If you throw logic onto it.
We needed the problems to happen.
Yeah.
But it was like, really, though, I mean, you're not going to rat out another snake anyway, a serpent. So I could just walk away from this.
He could, though.
Like, yeah, I'm just going to walk away and not do anything. And P.S., what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Let's check the chat. What's going on in here, guys? What do you think? Did you think, like, he should just blackmail them and be like, hey, I'm being blackmailed until Sheriff Keller and be like, hey, hot sheriff?
I mean, like, honestly, good question. Would you guys, would you go with the blackmailing or would you run and tell a cop? That's the better question. Like, I mean, just wonder for you guys yourselves. You guys seen the episode?
It's Kevin's dad. It's like your best friend's dad.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, but then again, if you do. If you run and tell the cops, you can't do all the other things that you're looking to do to find out more.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you want to lose that connect? or lose that connect? Do you feel it's secure enough to lose that connect so you have everyone else you can still work with, or do you want to hold on to it?
That's fair.
So it's that question, and he has to walk that fine line. But I mean, for me, let's lose the connect. She's too messy. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of her.
Especially now that she's like, all of KP's debts are now Jughead's debts.
Come on,
like, how much
man.
debt does KP have?
Seriously.
First of all, but also second, KP's getting out of jail next week. So then, is he really in charge? I don't know.
And I wonder how hard
this is a Celine Dion husband issue, where they had to buy a Caesar's Palace. Like Caesar's built that Coliseum for her so that she could pay off her husband's gambling debt. Ooh. Like, is that what's happening to Jughead? Is he getting Celine Dion?
Really? Is that what happened?
That's what. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Oh my god!
Yeah, she was paying off her husband's gambling debt. She did it by performing for free for years.
What? Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
That's
I didn't know
how much
that.
debt her husband was in. Her husband's like 40 years her senior. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. The chat. What up? Larry Newell says, Daniel, come back to KC show enough, and that I should.
Oh yeah.
You need to bring me with you.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
All right.
Everyone's saying hello. Hi, Carlos. What up?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Corey Hart. Hello and welcome. Jalen. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us and chatting. We were just now talking about this episode of Riverdale.
Sorry, I enjoyed it, even though you feel like it was probably one of the weaker ones of this season.
I didn't think it was a bad episode, but with how much momentum we've had this whole time, I just felt this kind of went. It was a little bit of a sleeper filler episode to me.
Okay, all right.
So we did have Candyman, who then also dropped the knowledge of the Riverdale Reaper.
Okay, yeah, and so we were trying to look that up, and it's something that seems like they made up for the show.
I think so, yeah. I could not find anything about it for the comics. So if you are an Archie comic reader and you do know that there's a Riverdale Reaper, please leave it in the comments so that we know, because I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, definitely. And if you happen
the Black
to find
Hood is from the Archie comics.
Exactly. And if you happen to find it later, you can always leave it in the comments, or you can go to our group, THS Hashtaggers.
Yeah.
That's something you can always do to keep the conversation going, which we do have. It's a group where, hey, like-minded geeks get to talk about, geek stuff. Exactly. So look at that. See, genius.
Yeah. Larry Newell says Black Mirror Cops. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like blackmail cops. Which one do you pick? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision.
Yeah.
It is. But who else actually is in the comics is the janitor.
Oh my gosh, the creepy janitor. Yeah, Carlos is like, all I have to say is the janitor was some creepy mess.
Man, seriously.
So, in the comic, you'll see in a second, we have a picture that's going to pop up. He looks like this cute little white-haired man.
Right, you see him. And
a broom, and he's obviously older, and he's supposed to be from Sweden. And then they get this terrifying human being.
Yeah. I sweep the floor for you.
Obviously obsessed with Josie.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry.
Those two are not the same guy, man. You guys made him scary. You guys made him creepy. P.S., there's someone that's underneath his porch. Right there.
Yeah.
That's automatic.
So Josie's getting these, secret admirer gifts. She, received, what was that first one? Oh, it was a teddy bear in her locker.
Oh,
which we've seen as the second one. I'm watching you.
That's not cute. And I didn't get that. When Cheryl was like, oh my God, look, it says I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not cute.
And then we get the ones that are the picture of Josie by herself. That's if I can't have you, no one can have you.
Ooh,
and the Tales from the Darkside twist that we got is that it's actually Cheryl.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, with that, so why did she do it? Is she really obsessed with Josie, or did she do it because it's now if I can get everyone away from her? Because now we did see the break of Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah, she broke up Josie and the Pussycats because she's the one who dropped the note in the locker.
Come on.
Cheryl is the ultimate pot stirrer.
Oh,
I don't know if she's bored. I don't know if she's having a mental break. She gets Josie to accuse Chuck, who, first of all, Chuck is not an innocent party. Chuck is a terrible human being who is possibly trying to redeem himself.
Yes, he is.
Pops
on at church.
That means nothing. The worst people at church. Let's talk about Catholic priests. Okay, the worst people.
Oh, that is very true. That's true.
Just because you go to church doesn't mean nothing.
Well, no. If you are bad, where do you try to hide out? You try to hide out where all good people are.
Exactly.
So that's what you think. Yeah, that makes sense. So,
you know.
But maybe he's trying.
Right. But
I
like
mean, he
Cheryl,
danced.
who went through her own sexual assault,
Oh,
is
yeah.
getting Josie to like say that another man that's not doing it is.
That's
like,
where it
you
goes
know,
too far.
So like, but it kind of falls along the line of those who falsely accuse others. Mm-hmm. You know, without like all the proof. Skynet, all the proof that you need. But
So-
and like especially the mom, if my daughter says it's him.
Oh
then it's
yeah,
him.
that's right. That's right. And so many people would just believe exactly
Absolutely.
what's being said. And that was like,
With
man,
no facts, with
Ooh.
no evidence, like, yeah, other than his, like, shady past.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for him where it's like, okay, now it feels like, yeah, he was genuinely trying to make a change. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, okay, we're just going to use what you have done and pretty much peg you. That's it. You're the one.
Anna says that the janitor knows too much.
He has to. He was so ready to take, what's his name, to the office. And that's why I was like, oh my God, so it definitely is a janitor.
Well,
it definitely, and then
no, Cheryl.
Yeah.
So then, you know, so like, why is the janitor so creepy? Was that just a red herring?
It was
like, throw us
misdirection.
off,
It had to be misdirection.
Yeah.
It had to be. But I expected, I really was like, oh, we all know it's him.
Yeah.
Oh, we all
Carlos
know
says
it's
maybe
him.
Cheryl's probably in love with her and wants her to make her just like her.
Well, I wouldn't know about the just like, but I'm not saying no to the thing about Cheryl being in love or obsessed with her.
Yeah.
You showed, because really she did say, you know, saving me. I mean, that was a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, maybe she is growing a kind of obsession for
Possibly.
her. It's like, oh, knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's it. So now maybe.
Also,
that could be.
Let me just say that if you're ever going to leave a little love gift for a girl or a guy, whomever,
Mm-hmm.
don't leave an actual real heart.
Yeah, that
That's
may
like
be
a
the
terrible-
problem. I think that's where
Go to the
that's,
go to the
separation
butcher. I
happens.
need a pig heart. Also, how did she know it was a pig's heart?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so weird though. How did she know? Because it was like, I did put a pig's heart. I don't know that.
I don't know that. I just know there's
But
a
then
heart
again,
there.
they're in high school. You know, there has to be like,
I don't
you
know.
know, that whole where you cut open the
Like
pig's
when you're
heart and
like
all that
dissecting
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So what do you guys think? Why do you think Cheryl is obsessed with Josie? Why do you think Cheryl's pulling her away and like sending her these creepy, threatening messages and pretending like she's not the one doing it?
Does she love her? Is she jealous? Does she want her? Does she actually want her all to herself so that she can get whatever she wants done?
Yeah,
done, which is the
possibly.
studio time, the song, and you know, continuing on with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that could be it.
Yeah, Anna says that Cheryl is a parasite and needs to feed off of other people's of some energy.
Ooh. I like that.
I like that,
because
too.
she does. She moves from group to group and just ruins it, and then continues on to another one.
Yeah.
And ruins it, and then continues on to another. That's true. Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Damn.
So the biggest teased section, like part of this episode, was the Sheriff Keller accusation.
Come on.
Which you and I were like Sheriff Keller team, like
yeah,
Sheriff
right.
Keller
Oh my God!
is the Black Hood.
I was like, it's him.
Look at the
Yeah,
eyes. It
tie
looks
him
the same.
up, put him in jail. Like you know, I mean, come on, everything matched up. And then
I know.
even Betty was there with the questions.
She was
you
like,
know?
"This don't make sense." She's like lying in bed with Jughead, and she's just like, "Sheriff,
yeah, right.
wait."
It's the sheriff. I gotta make sure I put it out today. Like
Yeah,
you know, she was ready for
because
it.
the Black Hood got into the jail and shot the Sugar Man.
So it was like,
And so it's
come
like,
on.
well, that sounds like an inside job. Like, how did someone break into the jail?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna go into a small town.
Yeah. So you're thinking
Their
on that,
security's
so you're
probably
like,
not top notch.
Yeah. So
Not
you're
gonna be
thinking,
like
well,
the LAPD.
hilarious.
I'm just saying.
Hilarious.
Hello, Ryan. Change your name every 5 seconds. Thomas.
Shout out to you, Ryan.
Hello, welcome.
Too creative for me. Too creative.
I know.
But with that, okay, so she starts to question him, and then he has all the answers.
Yeah.
After, of course, saying, well, he broke in. Here, look. Here goes the
Let me
picture.
walk you through
And let me
this.
yeah, and that was like, huh. With that, I'm wondering, is he doing it to throw her off? Because what if he's in collaboration with the Black Hood?
Yeah.
What if he is actually the Black Hood with someone else? And then they're doing the whole Scream, interesting, Skeet
Skeet Ulrich.
and doing the whole switch thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you see this guy, you don't see me. Well, clearly it can't be me. Look, he's right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And then 10 minutes later, it's some other guy. And it can't be me because he's right there.
Pesky kids.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, so we've got Betty and Veronica teaming up to Veronica's like, he's having an affair. And Betty's like, he's the Black Hood. And I love the way that they did these, where they did this split screen of them. So they could have conversations on the phone. And I loved that.
But I also love the, once again, we were going through the style. Like we said, it was very stylized.
The music was different. You even pointed that out.
Yeah, like we had Archie and Jughead, and they set a tone. And I thought the whole episode was going to be that tone of, oh, it's kind of scary. Oh, it's something, kind of creepy. And then we get to Betty and Veronica, and it's like...
like Buddy Cop.
Oh, we're Gookie.
Yeah.
Chasing a chicken. I was like, what? I don't know, like some weird track. They titled the track like Chasing Chicken. It's like, it was so dopey. And then I was like, oh, okay, so it's not going to be as dark or scary. And then it worked out well because it wasn't dark or scary. It was like, here goes something that we need to bring a little life into it.
Yeah.
It became jovial.
I like the bits and pieces of the show. It gives a unique spin on the characters.
Yeah.
And the show. It broke it up a little bit.
It did. It
For
really
sure.
did. And but I mean, I love. We talked about earlier Greendale, and like Greendale itself having its own.
Greendale or Greenvale?
Is it Greendale or?
I don't remember. Someone will correct us. It's fine.
Yeah, but wherever it is,
corrections
they
corner.
start building. Yeah, they start building their own little kind of mythos concerning that town and how everything in it is creepy.
Yeah,
everything in it, and it's kind of fitting because where's
the diner's creepy, the gas station's creepy.
Where's Sabrina come from?
Candyman is creepy.
Sabrina comes from there, right?
Yeah, Sabrina.
So it just makes sense where it's like, okay, everything lines up in that way, and it's like, so are you guys doing all this setup so this way we can actually see her possibly?
Maybe.
I mean,
Did you see the rumor going around today that Selena Gomez is being looked at to be Sabrina?
Which is interesting. I wouldn't
be mad at that.
She wants some work.
What do you think? Would you can you see Selena Gomez to be Sabrina?
Ooh.
Like, she looks like a child. Like, doesn't matter that she's like 24. She looks 15.
Yeah. Come on. She's gonna look that way for quite a while.
It's like her and Ariana Grande. They just look like children.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
It's weird. Yeah. Carlos says, "Oh my god, I thought it was funny. Him in the basement working out in the middle of the night,
dude.
When Veronica's walking down the stairs, I was like, that's workout noise.
Well, you hear it, and I was like,
that's not killing people chopping up body.
He's not chopping up a body because I didn't hear any." The saw
right, the
cutting
sign,
through
the
anything.
chainsaw.
So I was like, he's working out because we saw the clip where he turns around. We didn't see what was in his hands because they kind of cropped it. But he turned around, he's sweating, and you see his back. And I was like, okay, so either we're gonna see him cutting up a body, and then just hearing the sound, hearing the sound, I was like, okay, nope.
This is my favorite part of the episode.
Oh my god! And then we get the reveal. The reveal that will be seen, screen capped, and burned
Producer,
into.
Put it back up. Put the picture back up.
This is the sheriff.
The sheriff.
Shirtless sheriff.
When he's working out.
Shirtless sheriff.
This image will be burned into my brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time.
There are people all around the country right now that are just like, can we see the sheriff again? That's all they want. Super DILF. Is what I'm calling him, right? He's super DILF. Because I mean,
Sheriff Keller.
You had
super
no
DILF.
idea.
He needs like an emblem.
You had no idea that was under. Look at that! I had no idea that was underneath the sheriff thing. And he turns around and then she was, oh come on! And Veronica, come on!
She was even surprised. She was impressed.
Veronica got a little thirsty. A little thirsty.
She was like, okay, Mr. Keller.
What did you tell him? Because you're it must, you must
be really hard.
Yeah, you must be really hard having to deal with everything. I was like, did you just stop the sentence right there? Look at the picture of the girls. They're staring exactly at how hot he is. That's what's going on right there. That's why they have that look. It wasn't because of the whole, oh my God, the affair. No, it was like, oh girl, do you see that?
You see that? I see that. You see that?
Girl, I saw it already earlier.
Like now you see it.
I'm just letting you see what I saw.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Because she was so into it at that moment that she was not giving it up. Veronica was ready. Oh, Veronica was ready.
Hilarious.
And then, of course, Kevin had to ruin it. So
Kevin's coming down there. Like, what are you doing down here? Poor naive Kevin.
And then Dad, hey, buddy.
I love Kevin. And I agree. Like, they find out that Kevin's dad is having an affair with the mayor. Oh. And Veronica's like, this is a secret that we keep. And I agree with that. Like, it's not their place to tell him
Okay.
However, he is going to be upset when it comes out and he finds out that they knew. Or I should say, if he finds out that they knew.
Come on, and we know it's Riverdale.
Yeah, Anna, here come the sheriff gifts.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the sheriff gifts are coming. Look at that. But see, now it makes so much sense when she was searching for Josie.
He's always there.
He's always there. And I never realized that. Because it was like, once you saw him there at that moment, that's when you said it.
Yeah.
He's always there with her.
He's always
and
there.
he has always been with the mayor.
And it just makes sense because you're like, he's the sheriff. Of course he would be. But now this just adds a whole other layer on top of
he's
it.
the sheriff, but he's been stripping the mayor.
Girl.
So that's why.
Girl.
Oh, and she has no problem with it. Mm-hmm. You know? That's why she was very upset. She was probably upset because he having to look for Josie interrupted some business they were taking care of. That could have been it. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
And then that's interesting too. That's why also the mayor probably moved into the different hotel. It's farther from where they wanted to be able to hook up.
Oh, possibly.
So it's just like all these things are matching up. Dang, dude.
Girl. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh, the mayor knew what she was doing. The mayor knew exactly what she was doing. And she eyed the right one.
I agree.
She eyed the right one. Bravo for her. And we were talking about that. Like, this whole town is full of DILFs except for the Blossom Dad.
Blossom Dad and the Cooper Dad.
Well, the Cooper Dad is dead, right? Yeah.
He's not dead.
Wait.
Betty's dad is not dead. Blossom Dad.
Oh, that's right. No, never mind. Forget the Blossom Dad. It's the Cooper Dad.
He's
Cooper
forgetful.
Dad has a dad body, and he's doughy. I'm sorry. It's just I can say
it's okay,
that.
Betty's got a hot mom.
Yeah, that's it. So that's where everything changes. Where it's like, oh my God, all these people have their hot dads, and then where's the hot mom? Oh well, Betty's mom is the hot mom. So that's cool. And then also you have Veronica's mom too. Well, Veronica's mom and dad, they're just a hot family. My God, you just have them all standing next to each other. You're just like, wow.
I love that.
How
this
you
is
guys
the conversation we're having
I'm just saying. You look at them, you're just like, wow, you guys look so much better than everything. Like that's it. Not even just me. Everything. You guys just look better.
I liked how at the end of this episode, everyone recongregated back at Pop's. Like,
oh, I love that.
It kind of ended where it began.
Yes, that's right. And it ended also with a phone call, which is how most of this is all pretty much began for this season. Once again, with a phone call. And it was a phone call from no one else but the Black Hood.
And Pops is so dramatic.
Oh, jeez.
That was him. And he's like so stoic in it too. Like, that was him.
Yeah, but
Black Hood. Like, okay, we did. Shh, that's not what we knew.
Yeah, I think we kind of figured it out when you said that was him.
Yeah. And he's like, we failed his test. We're all sinners here.
I was thinking to myself, why does he sound so much like Arrow right now? It's like, we failed this city, and now this is what's happening. Like, he did have that kind of speech, and you said it. He was so dramatic.
Carl says, Daniel, those were my same thoughts earlier after the episode finished.
All right, okay.
Everyone having a hot family.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like, the reckoning is upon us. So what does that mean for the next 2 episodes? Who's he gonna murder?
Yeah, it sounds like he may just go on a murdering.
This also means the mayor and the sheriff are not safe because they're having an affair.
What it means,
which is why Archie's dad was shot, was for having an affair with Veronica's mom.
But I think that's what he says. That's why he's saying it, because now he finally sees those two, and now with that being the case, no one's safe.
Yeah.
Everyone's failed. Because he has to know.
But what about those crazy church people that the Candyman was listening to on the radio?
Well, they're in Greenville.
Because he's
whatever.
He's like, the Black Hood's coming for you.
I
can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, but he's over there in Greenville or whatever, so they're perfectly fine. But it's over there in Riverdale where all the problems are happening.
Yeah.
That's where everyone is gonna pretty much. No one's safe. Now we know that Betty's having premarital sex.
Yeah.
So you're spending the night over there all the time now. So boom, you have an issue. Her parents are bad. Everyone else's parents.
Some beer.
Yeah.
The best line from Jason X.
I think that's pretty much it. But it's like everyone's doing it. And with that being the case, everyone's bad. How is Pops bad?
I think Pops is kind of the beacon of light unless something is going to come out about him in the past.
Oh no, don't.
You know what I mean? Like, because Pops is kind of the angelic character. His area, it's kind of like home base when you're playing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Pops,
you know,
home base. I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Yep.
This is where you go to feel safe and be safe, which
That's
is why the
true.
Black Hood shot Archie's dad in there to kind of make that an unsafe space. I think. Because he could have shot him at home, he could have shot him at his office.
Have
he
to make
chose
it
to
the place
do it
where this way
everyone
you know
feels
you're
safe.
not safe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So unless something comes out about Pops in the past, because he seems like a beacon of light.
Okay.
Which is
All
what
right.
Archie's dad was until it was like, well, he had an affair. So he's no longer that beacon of light.
No, it was like, as long as I show you the truth, here's a mirror, look into it. It's like, that's exactly it. So
Yeah.
when you're pointing at it, it's like that thing that they say, well, when you're pointing a finger at one person, you got three pointing back at you. And it's like, that's exactly what's happening. And
Yep.
he's doing it with the whole town. But the question is, and I'm waiting for somebody, and I thought it was going to be Betty that says, well, what have you done? Asking him.
Asking
What
Pops.
have you? No, not Pops. Asking the Black Hood. Everyone else has said,
What have you done?
what have you done? Yeah. How are you able to cast the first stone? Like that question, and then I want to know what happens there if he gets really upset about it, and it's, oh, you know, and I'm gonna have to kill someone now,
like,
or
since
what?
the Black Hood called is like he did it through a letter initially,
Mm-hmm.
but now that we kind of know, like I guess we don't know that the person calling Betty was actually Veronica's dad. It was Hiram.
Right,
Like
right.
we have that theory because
We have
of
the
people
theory.
speeding up the voice and
Yeah,
it sounds just
exactly.
like him.
Right.
But how do we know then in this case that actually is the Black Hood who's calling Pops and who sent the letter to the newspaper and you know, like he's not calling Betty now because she like shut him down.
Well, she shut him down, and she's also a sinner.
Right.
So I guess that's.
I guess we
the
don't
problem.
know.
We don't. There's not an answer that gives us anything as far as like, oh yes, it could, no, it couldn't. We
Yeah.
don't know. Jeez.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that it's actually the Black Hood calling that's making all these calls? I feel like, because, you know, when the Black Hood was talking to Betty, he didn't kill anybody. So I guess in the end, the way that we'll know is if in the next couple of weeks he kills some more people.
That's true.
So who do you think is on the Black Hood's list? His murder list? Kill list?
Kill
How would
list?
you want to
Yeah,
call it?
I don't know.
His
Murder,
sinner
death-
list?
Murder, death, kill list.
Murder, death, yeah.
Yeah,
Murder,
yeah.
death, kill list.
There you
Who's
go.
next?
I just need to know who's on the MDKL.
I don't know. Carlos wants to know, why doesn't Jughead tell the other serpents to help get rid of the evidence from Peabody? Because I don't think the serpents are that technologically advanced.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They're
They're
not
brute,
that,
not brain.
Yeah, you can clearly tell.
Brawn, not brain? I don't know. Same
Brawn,
difference.
brawn, not brain.
You know.
Yeah.
You know
They're
what
not
I'm
that
saying.
smart. They're brutes, and they're more brawn than brain.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what
There
she
we
meant.
go.
I said words.
So they would have to like go into her phone, go into the recordings of things.
Yeah,
like,
come on. You guys have seen them. Tell me if they even know how to actually unlock anyone's phone. Seriously, they're not that smart. They're not that smart.
Except for maybe Tony.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
Maybe. Tony looks like one of them when like, oh my God, he's asleep. Let me unlock his phone. Okay, there we go. I can, I see what's going on now.
I say, who this girl? Who this?
Screen cap this one. You know, like I don't know. Yeah. You know, it could be. Tony would be that
Who do
person.
you think is on the top of the list now?
As far as what? Like who's,
Like
next
who's
to
on the
die?
top? Yeah. Who do you think we could possibly see get killed in the next couple episodes for the winter finale? Because
know
that's
what?
coming up.
It would be convenient if we got rid of Penny.
You think Penny?
It would be convenient.
Okay.
She's the one that put Jughead in the predicament that he's in to go ahead and continue furthering the selling of the drugs.
Right.
So why couldn't it be her?
It could be.
You know? And it would be helpful to get rid of her and let everybody else be cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I can see that. I think that since they've made such a big deal over the sheriff and the mayor, I think that they could definitely be a target. Whether they die or not, I'm not sure. But I think that they will definitely be victims in some way.
Okay. All right. That could work out. Mm-hmm. That could work out. So, wait, but I don't know. I still think that they've got at least another good season in them left. I
For
feel
sure,
that
but they also
Penny's-
didn't kill off Archie's dad.
True.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but then after that, if that happens
they
again...
didn't kill Moose.
where
They didn't kill that girl. Like, they got hurt.
That's true.
But they weren't
You
killed.
know what? He's pretty incompetent.
He's a bad murderer.
He's a bad murderer. Only person he's actually only murdered is what's her name? The teacher.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only person he actually murdered. He shot Archie's dad. Archie's dad's fine. He went ahead and shot Moose and the girl. They're fine right now, too. You know, it's like, wow, you just can't even finish one job.
You know, Anna says, I'm not sure. It may be tricky to predict who he's going to kill next. Betty may be the only one to pick up on his patterns if she's one step ahead of him.
I'm telling you, it will be that moment where it's that face-off, and she says, well, what sins have you committed? And then he's going to get like
right,
all
what makes
that
you
whole
so
confusion.
justified?
Yeah, that whole confusion. And then after that, it's like, oh, and he leaves.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I think that's going to happen. She's going to point the finger at him.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, next week, Archie is going to drop the I love you bomb. Doesn't seem like Veronica takes that very well.
Oh, that's always the weirdest thing when someone does that. Like, they're like, I love you. And you're like, you're cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, like, what do? You don't know what to
you.
say. Oh, man.
That's so nice.
Yeah, right? As long as they don't say it.
Video
like
games later?
Moments. Yeah.
You know, and also KP is getting out of jail.
Which I am excited for. Because I need someone to make sure that they're doing all the bad stuff so that Jughead doesn't have to. And also protecting Jughead. So I'm happy to see KP back.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's going to be pretty good. Man.
Hello, Skeet Ulrich. Welcome back.
And then that whole thing with the reveal at that moment where he thought,
great.
like, Penny, I hate you so much. Because she was like, oh,
my dad's fine.
Dude. And he was pissed. And that's where she did that whole thing to him. And, I'm telling you, these are more reasons Penny needs to die. Hey, Black Hood, just...
Yeah.
It will help a lot of people out, man.
I know.
Just saying. That's my hope. That's my hope for next week. That's horrible, and I'm hoping someone to die.
I think they'll kill off another random character. I don't think it'll be. I think the person will die will be random. It won't be important. But I think he could.
The rando that got hit by the train or whatever.
Right. And they're like, it was him.
Yeah, right. She's like, yeah, if he pushed him. Oh man.
Yeah.
He was pushing something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, the sheriff. He's push it. You know.
Push it.
Yeah, real good. You know, he was doing that. He was doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it could be Chuck because he's important enough.
Yeah.
But not important enough.
It's not Chuck.
You don't think he'll
Chuck
get killed?
is good now, guys. He has seen the error of his ways and says, no more Weinsteining for me. That's what he said. So he wants to be a good guy.
Bill O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. No,
what the guy today?
Oh, which one? No.
The other news
Matt
anchor.
Lauer?
Matt Lauer.
Yeah,
He's
no
not
Matt Lauering.
He doesn't have the button under his desk.
Yeah, oh my God, that was so interesting. I didn't know that.
That's so creepy. It's so creepy and so creepy. We'll explain after, Jezzer. You seem very confused.
Goodness.
You need to read this Variety article. Anyway.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Boy.
Terrifying times, kids.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I don't think I think he's really reformed. He's trying to go ahead and be a good person. It sucks that he got pegged for, like, you know, doing all the things that it was really Cheryl that was doing.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him. I think that's what made him a sympathetic character to me now. Because
Chuck?
he's like, yo, I'm really trying here. But people are like, yeah, I just don't believe you because of what you did before. It's like, you're crying wolf, I don't know. And it's like, well, that is true. You did what you did, so now you got to suffer for it. It's part of you now.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's your Veronica, of all people, so.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry, buddy boy.
I don't know. Are there any other final thoughts that you have about this episode?
Final thoughts, I really, if I have to rate it.
Okay.
And,
are we doing to 5 or 10?
Let's go 5.
Okay, we'll go 5.
Okay, we have to go up to 5, and you guys also give us your ratings.
What you thought about this episode.
Give it to us right in the chat. That'll be fine. We'll take it. But for me, I'm gonna go for a 3.5. A 3.5. I was gonna say 4, but I don't feel it's 4. But I know. But hear me out.
Yeah.
A 3.5 because, one, I feel that we got to be reintroduced to a character that we've already met, which is Chuck.
Right.
And to see his change shows a little bit of his versatility, which I enjoyed. I love it. It's windy in here. You guys see our background's going. Like, it's scary. But besides that, oh, hi. Besides that, we got to see the Candyman. We got to see Super Dilf. We found out what's going on with Super Dilf and the mayor. That was like a big revelation.
That was a twist of that segment.
I love how stylized it was, the feel as far as, hey, these are all vignettes.
The Darkside twist.
Yeah, the Darkside twist, like all of it. I think even though when you really take time to look at the episode again, dang, there are some cool moments in it. So 3.5. Cool moments don't save an episode, so that's why I give it 3.5.
I give it I think it's I'm debating between 2.75 and 3.
Ooh.
But I think I'm going to give it a 3 because of Dilfy Sheriff.
Okay, all right.
Just because it felt like, yeah, we learned a couple of little things. Yeah, it was really cool and stylized, but overall as an episode, it's the weakest of the bunch. For me. Anyway. That's my thought process on that.
Dang, okay.
I know. I was not impressed. Carlos is in the process of giving us his Black Hood theory, but Carlos, hold on to that. Leave it in the comments after the video.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Stops going live, because we would love to hear your Black Hood theories. We'd love to hear who you think is next on the chopping block.
Yes.
For the Black Hood.
Definitely.
And who's he coming for with his reckoning?
Yes, so make sure that's what you guys leave in the comments. Tell us who you think is next. And if you happen to have any Black Hood theories, we always want those in the comments. They're great to be able to cover next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got ratings. Carlos says 3.5 milkshakes. And Anna says 3.75.
All right.
Yeah.
And, well, of course, our moderator says Joe is the Black Hood, which I'm not shocked with. I could see that. Actually, if I wish we could have done it. Had a picture of Joe and drawn the thing like we did earlier, that would have been perfect.
We could have.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today for Gingerdale's for Riverdale. Or after the hashtag shows Riverdale After Show. We'll be back. We're here every Wednesday at 9:30. That there is a new episode of Riverdale. Maybe we'll throw in some fun videos during the break. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
But yeah, make sure that you like, comment. Subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends.
Definitely. Tell everyone about it, because the more people you tell, the more people watch, and the more people that watch, we get to keep going. So definitely.
Watchtower, is that what you're saying? Just say it out loud. It's totally fine.
We do have a DC after show, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, which is the DC Watchtower. That's where we discuss pretty much everything happening in the Arrowverse, which means crossover. So
and we're both on that with Ernie. So.
Oh, yeah. And we got a lot to discuss concerning crossovers, Easter eggs. I know you guys have been discussing in the THS hashtaggers group, but there's a lot more to discuss, so look forward to that tomorrow. And Sarah, where can everybody find you?
Watchtower, and for Bibbidi Bobbidi News, we've got a new video coming out on Friday. We try to do it every Friday, which is super fun. And on social media, at Roguetastic. On all platforms.
Oh, nice. I wish it was that easy. Well, you can find me on Instagram at you can find me on Instagram at as Battlestar Galactica, and on Twitter at that hashtag BSG. And the shows that we already mentioned, you can find me there too. So with that being the case, I think we're set.
Yep. And
we can say goodbye, good night, and good luck. I don't know. I just want to say that.
Farewell, goodbye, good luck, good morning.
Yes.
And good day.
Good day. All right, bye.
Bye.
Peace out.